Hey guys, Houston Cowdog here. Custom 1_64 farm trucks on Instagram. Check me out over there. Okay, I got a few trucks to show you tonight. I know it's been a while and I know I have not been updating as frequently as I said I would, but I just have not had a lot of time to work on trucks, and for this channel, in order for me to have content, I've got to build custom trucks to show you, and I just haven't had a ton of time. And also, not only have I not had a ton of time, I also have not had a ton of ideas of what to build lately. It kind of comes and goes for me when it comes to building trucks. I've got to have an idea to build something that hasn't been done dozens of times before by other customizers, something original, and sometimes that's a little hard to come by. But I've got a few trucks here I think you'll like. This first truck is a ertl 19, or I'm sorry, it's a Greenlight 1981 GMC Indianapolis 500 official truck, cab detampoed, and then it is sitting on an ertl flatbed chassis and bed. And it works out really nicely. I've built other trucks on this ertl chassis, flatbed chassis before. I've built it with a Matchbox 75 Chevy step side cab, and it turned out really well. I've built it with a D100 cab, a Greenlight D100 cab, one of these guys on this chassis, and that looked nice. And I think I built a couple of Fords, a Hot Wheels 79 Ford cab, and I think I've built it on a Johnny Lightning 62 to 65 Chevrolet cab also. This chassis works out really well, and actually I did not fasten this cab to this chassis yet, so I could show you how simple it is to do. Almost any cab will fit right on that chassis. So you can put almost one 1/64 scale cab on this chassis and it works out really well. And I thought this one came out particularly nice. I really dig those graphics on this Greenlight casting. I'm a real sucker for 70s era, even though it's a 1981 model. I'm a real sucker for 70s era graphics, especially triple orange, like that or that. Or even that. I wish that Greenlight would come out with a 1977 to 81 Camaro so we could get some of those really cool 70s era graphics on a Z28. 79 would be really nice if they come out with that. So, and this truck of course matches. Let's get that hitch back on. This truck matches the dually that I made, the fleet side dually bed truck that I made a couple of weeks ago. Let's get this moved out of the way. I built a couple of 79 Fords. This first one would be like a hot shot style of truck that you maybe would have seen in America, late 70s, early 80s, even up to the mid 80s. 79 Ford cab. That's a Hot Wheels 79 Ford cab. That is a sleeper off of a Hot Wheels 100% 38 Ford cab over engine truck, car hauling truck. It fit perfectly in 1/64 scale for this truck. And then it's got the Greenlight bed. I think this truck looks really cool when you put a gooseneck on it. We'll put this one back on it. And then again, that's a Hot Wheels 79 Ford cab. That is not a Greenlight. See, that comes right off. That'll be fastened, glued with Gorilla Glue before I sell it, which holds them on really nicely without marring the paint. and secures them for shipping. And this truck kind of matches a crew cab that I made. Same thing. It's a crew cab made from a Hot Wheels 79 Ford release. Detail with running lights. Those Greenlight flatbeds are really nice, and those Greenlight chassis are really nice to work with too. They're very pliable in what you can put on them. Very adaptable. And it's really all I got for new custom trucks. I did make a couple of, or one change in here. I did mount this case. Let's see if we can get it all. There we go. Because it's a little wider, and it's wide enough to accommodate these Greenlight bumper pull trailers, which seem to be wide. However, that one seems to not quite want to fit on this at all. Yeah, there we go. I bought this truck and trailer for $5 last weekend at our local Houston Hot Wheels meet. You can really find some good deals in there from time to time. And it did come with the car. I didn't think the car was in it, but I got back in my truck and I realized it wasn't. Oh, it's not over here. Hang on. Is it? Ah, there we go. I already have 2 or 3 of these. I've got another one loose in my front display in my office in the front of the house, and then I've got 1 or 2 maybe carded. That's a cool car. The wheels on this are totally inaccurate. Greenlight did a really bad job on the wheels with this release. At the same time, it's so funky looking that I kind of like it. The tires look good on those wheels. There's that Macho Trans Am. That's a really nice release. There's a Greenlight Motor World Trans Am convertible that's really cool. So, added that case. I had to move, in order to accommodate that case, I had to move the shop because it'll no longer fit flush on this tabletop. So these dudes are packing up, getting the last little bit of it hauled off to the new location, which I have not decided where I'm going to put it yet. Dudes are getting loaded up. And then we'll put this back over here and I will show you. I found a few cars at the antique mall this week. Let's see here. I found this car. I already have it loose. And that is the Revell American Graffiti 32 Ford. And in my opinion, this is the best 1/64 scale casting of John Milner's Deuce Coupe. It's a little small, but in reality, a 34 Ford or 32 Ford is a very small car. So it actually is true 1/64 scale in my opinion. You can compare those two. And that's about the size that a 32 Ford Coupe would be next to a 65 Chevrolet pickup. Anyway, you can see I got that for $5. Really nice detail on that. And then I grabbed this, $7, which that has actually become a very desirable Greenlight piece. It's not necessarily hard to find. I mean, this is what, number 6,000 and something. It is loose. But all of these Dodge Chargers, these Greenlight Dodge Chargers have become desirable. And they tend to go for pretty good money on the secondary market on eBay. There's a few more. And then I found this, which I picked up. When I took it up there, I saw that, and I thought P2, and I thought it was $2, and so I grabbed it. But it's not. It's actually was $10. But I think that's still a pretty good deal because I think this car tends to sell for more than $10 on eBay. Okay, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.